Hey guys, welcome to a recap of RuPaul's Drag Race, episode 3 for All Stars, the Supermarket Ball. Y'all, they really killed it this episode. They gave us three whole looks this episode. Oh my god, they really stepped up, the level of drag in this one. And I was super impressed and amazed by our queens. Unfortunately, Nisha Lopez, it was her time for her to go. She was eliminated the last episode. And previous to Nisha Lopez was Monica Beverly Hills. So we're keeping record of the score, but look at so far the bottom queens are being eliminated. So in this episode, we're celebrating Jimbo after elimination because she was the winner. She she really killed it. I expect nothing but next level, high quality, visionary looks from Jimbo. But when we get into her looks later in the episode, I was a little bit let down. I'm like, she is chilling this episode, but I'm like, no, 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 Jimbo. I'm excited for her to turn around and showcase her look. So when you already showing this, you can't go back. You can't go back and sit back. That's not a way to win All Stars. So, Jimbo lets the girls know that, if she had won against the secret assassin lip sync, that she would have also as well voted for Naisha Lopez. Remember, it was tight. The bottoms of last week competition was Naisha Lopez and Kahana. Oh my God, Kahana Montrese. That was such a shocker. And Kahana went from such a high to now being at a low here at the bottom. So we get to find out what the secret, not so secret vote breakdown was. So we had 7 votes for Naisha Lopez and 3 votes for Kahana Montrese. So Miss Naisha Lopez did not vote for herself, so she is one of the votes against Kahana Montrese. But we then learn that our girl Jessica Wild, she voted for Naisha Lopez, and also Mrs. Kasha Davis. Mrs. Kasha Davis. They both voted for against Kahana because Jessica Wild, she says she could never vote her Puerto Rican sister. So her vote was more emotional as opposed as similar to Mrs. Kasha Davis. Her vote was also emotional because she believed in Nisha Lopez's story and she wanted to help her to stay. So there you have it. And Kahana, she didn't accept that at all. She thought that was actually quite unfair. She felt that as though that, these girls, come on, I was at the top the previous episode. It was not my time to go home. And I like that she put in a fight to let these girls know that, you can't vote this way. How we're voting in the future if it's about emotions. What about the track record? We're talking about track record here, and I understand our girl, so that Jim Jessica Wild, she's gonna vote how she wants to vote, and she doesn't care how the other girls feel. Okay, she said, "I'm gonna vote how I feel like I'm gonna vote." Now, this may bite. Well, this definitely bit Miss Kasha Davis in the butt. Because guys, if you see if they're voting on emotions, then you better hope that they really, really do like your drag and believe in your drag. So Kahana, she's not letting these girls have their way. She says there's no blood, but we know the truth. We know it's not blood. She is definitely taking notes. So guys, it's a new day in the workroom. And Miss Candy Muse, she is focused on the money. It's $30,000 now on the line. Since Jimbo didn't win the lip sync battle, the 10K rolled over to this week. So whoever wins the lip sync this week is gonna cash in on $30,000. And Candy Muse, Miss Candy Muse, she's about getting her money, honey. So she has her eyes on the prize. So it's a new day in the workroom, and the girls are talking, the girls are chatting, and they are excited to figure out who's gonna win this money, 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 money. So it's exciting to have a new day in the workroom because we're gonna have Rue, and he's gonna let us know what's this week's maxi challenge. And I was not prepared, I was not ready, but we are spoiled. We get to find out that we're gonna get three runway looks. The first look is gonna be inspired by the dairy aisle. It's called Legendary Queens, okay? So next runway we get Fruity Patootie. So Fruity Patootie is gonna be inspired by by nature's candy, which is by a fruit. It's a look inspired by fruit. And then finally, we're gonna have a supermarket supermodel runway in which the look has to be made of things found in the supermarket. So this is gonna be an interesting runway because we're gonna see who can sew and who cannot sew. So I am looking forward to that for sure. And I this is my favorite, actually one of my favorite challenges. Aside from the snatch game, sewing your own look, guys, this is gonna be such a hilarious moment. But then why did we have to learn off the rip that Mrs. Kasha Davis cannot sew? Honey, what are you doing on RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars if you can't sew a complete look? Like, come on. You can't just buy your outfit and that's it and just take it to the runway. You have to at least be able to put a little something something together or practice a basic stitch, practice a basic, form so you're ready to do something on this runway, at least to survive this week, okay? So, guys, I'm scared for Mrs. Kasha Davis, but she had a lot of great ideas that she was trying to get out, and we'll see at the end that it was a lot of great ideas, but not so much of a good focus. So, I get excited next to hear Miss Jessica Wilde. Miss Jessica Wilde is actually excited for this challenge. She knows how to sew, and we get a flashback to her previous look in her season doing this challenge, and she killed it. It looked like, I can't believe she made it herself. I was so gagged. I was so shocked. So I'm excited for at least her. And we hear about James Mansfield. James Mansfield is a little bit worried. Pretty much you're gonna get whatever it's glued on to be glued on a look. So we'll see with James Mansfield. Now, guys, we have to address this icon in the building. We have to address this icon in the building, Miss Lala Ree. Miss Lala Ree is well known for her sewing challenge. This bag look, legendary. So everyone, of course, is wondering how Lala Ree feels about this challenge. And it's a little bit of PTSD that she is feeling at this moment. But of course, her good friend, good sister, Miss Heidi in Closet, says that you should take a little nod, pay a little homage to your bag look. And Lala Ree is like, I don't know, I'm feeling to step away from that. She could have done that. I feel like she could have. She could have done like a shopping bag moment. But the materials that they did have shopping bags in the pile that she could have worked with. But I was really hoping that she paid some homage to this look. Okay, I was looking forward for that, and I was also scared and nervous for her because I know she wanted to redeem herself and this viral look. I know she really wanted to be in her redemption era. So now we get Miss Candy Muse, and Miss Candy Muse, she sees the challenge at hand and she's calculating whether or not she's actually going to be able to get this 30K. She's thinking that, she wants the money, but it would be okay as well just to be safe too. That this is a challenge that you don't want to, mess up on and end up going home. So she wants to get a look together that is at least passable for the next challenge. But if it takes her to a win, hey, she'll take it. So I saw Miss Candy Muse and her putting together her outfit for this challenge, and I thought this is gonna be a cute little journey. But we'll see. I mean, she did have an iconic moment with her look when she did this challenge before, but I never seen her being a person to construct the whole look that is sickening. I know she works with a team and the team gets her, it takes a village to make you look sickening, but I don't know if this one's gonna be really for Candy, especially when you have Jimbo out here wanting to put together something extravagant, but also retaining and focus. And you see Jimbo. Jimbo knows how to focus in on a challenge. He can show some restraint. So, if Jimbo's in the game, Jessica Wild's in the game, is going to be cutthroat competition to win this challenge for sure. We get a cute moment. We get a cute little showmance. Everyone is going on about how Alexis Michelle has a crush on Miss Lala Ree, but I feel like Miss Lala Ree is so focused on this challenge that she could pay no mind. But the interesting thing that we did learn from this conversation is that Miss Alexis Michelle also has a crush on Jimbo. On Jimbo. I think that's so interesting and so fascinating. So we get Rue into the room and he comes in to see what the girls are up to, what the queens are doing, pretty much review and prep everyone before the runway. So we see him talk to Jimbo, and automatically off the jump, we know Jimbo's gonna kill it. Jimbo's gonna do so well, and I have such high expectations for her because we've seen the looks that she turned around. So I don't even pay no focus to Jimbo. So off to the next queen, we have a moment where Ruth talks to Heidi in closet, and I thought this moment, it it made me teared up a bit because Rue, they were having a conversation about Heidi in closet and her family, and specifically her grandma. And he was just reminiscing about the final moments where he regrets not going back home to see his grandma. And you can tell the eyes started watering, and Heidi in closet has such expressive eyes. So when she got feeling emotional, I got feeling emotional. I feel like, oh no. And you could sense RuPaul wanted to hug her, but RuPaul was actually strong and gave some advice saying, that the grandma does not hold it against her for not coming back, and that people are proud of the work that Hiding in Closet do put out onto the table. So I just like that moment that RuPaul had with Heidi in Closet. You kind of see RuPaul taking on that special role as a parental figure to these queens. These are his babies. So I like seeing that moment. We kind of also saw that moment. I like that moment with Lux Noir London in last season. So it's just so cute to see RuPaul, step away from being just the judge to being the parental figure for these queens, okay? So I thought that was cute. So guys, it's elimination day. It's elimination day, and Candy Muse is just accepting she's gonna be safe. She's shooting for safe, and I think she's smart. She knows how to play the long run. She is here for the end. So we get a moment with Lala Ree and just reminiscing on how, the ladies were just gassing up her bag look before she hit the runway. So she is like not paying no mind, no attention to what these queens say. She is focused on whether the look looks good to her because you can't trust these people in these workrooms. So we get a cute little conversation with Lala Ree about this look. She is ready. She is focused. She is not paying mind to these girls. The group also have a talk about relationships, and one of the queens open up. Darian Lake said that she actually enjoys being single, and that not even though like Alexis Michelle, she kind of desires having a relationship, a partnership with someone. Darian Lake is completely different. Darian Lake actually appreciates being single because it allows her to focus on her craft, on her work, on herself, and how self-love is important for her. And this kind of comes from her being the middle child of five kids. So she can understand and have appreciation to having privacy, being alone. And I like hearing that because, we always hear this one perspective that, oh, you have to be with someone, you need someone else. But I like that this was a moment in focusing on self love. So this was a cute little moment that we have with Darian Lake. And I kind of appreciate Darian Lake for having this message being put across, okay? But what I noticed is that I find myself confusing Darian Lake with Miss Kasha Davis. Sometimes I have to take a extra look, so an extra look to make sure who's talking. But they do kind of look similar, and some of the other queens they share the same sentiments. Like for example, Candy Muse. Right now, she's focusing on her bag. She's in her bag era, so she does not being alone. She does not belong. So, guys, it's time for the main stage. And RuPaul never misses, of course. Classic look of RuPaul. I want that dress that she was wearing on that main stage. It looked gorgeous. Her wig was perfect, perfect blonde. The makeup, superb, but she's always gonna hit, okay? So today's guest judge we have is T.S. Madison and Miss Jojo Siwa. How exciting, how exciting, how exciting. We have Miss Jojo Siwa, a fellow YouTuber, like we're on the same level, fellow YouTuber. So this is gonna be a fun runway. So first runway, guys, is a legendary. Remember, this look is gonna give you dairy fantasy. Okay, so we first get Miss Jimbo, and when I saw this, I was like, huh, I was waiting for something to happen. I was waiting for like a transformation. I was waiting for something, something. And in watching Untucked, it was funny how Heidi and Closet say, "Oh, Jimbo just came out with bubbles on her," and I completely agree. I was so underwhelmed by this look completely. I was so confused. I gave it an 8.5 because it's a look, it's nice, but I'm so used to her just gagging me. I'm so used to being gagged by Jimbo, so I felt like this was kind of dry. But then I got excited for this showstopper, Miss Kahana Montrese. She came as a sexy cow girl. Oh, this look was, it gave me. So I gave it a 9.3. I was super excited with this look. I'm like, she is back, but the thing about Kahana Montrese, she's always gonna look good. I don't think she ever looked good, but I feel like in the challenges, that's where she needs to improve. That's where she can be like in the middle for a few, but if she misses, she's in the bottom immediately. She's immediately in the bottom. So Kahana, you better get it together, girl, because this you killing the looks so far. You are killing the looks. So next we have Miss Mansfield. And James Mansfield, I like how super camp this look. It was like a look with hands and with cookies on it. I thought it was cute. It was super camp, super creative. I gave it an 8.7. Okay. I thought it was good. Oh, this one took me by surprise. This one took me by surprise because actually did not expect Miss Alexis Michelle to come down this runway just like this. She is so, for me, from what I was getting from her looks previous, is super composed, super traditional drag, always elegant, not so much breaking the rules. So this one, I like how funky she was. She looked like she was having fun. I gave it an 8.9 because I was not expecting her to come down in this runway like that. Not at all. I thought it was super camp and super drag. She was giving us drag. So next we have Miss Lala Ree, and I thought Miss Lala Ree, she was giving cow mixed with Mary J. Blige. I felt like Mary J. Blige would have worn this look with the boot. Lala Ree loves a little boot. She loves a little boot. She loves a little boot, showing some legs, and this to me it gave. I was so proud of our girl. Oh my god, I gave Lala Ree a 10. I thought she was just so hot because she looked like Mary J. Blige fantasy. Okay, she looks sickening. So next we have Miss Darian Lake, and I'm like, what is this? What is this? I was so confused. She looked like a genie having a wedding. I was like, what is the fantasy? But apparently she was supposed to be sour cream. And I was thinking, no. No, 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 no. What I did notice is that none of the queens took advantage of being like a cheese. I like actual cheese. Like I can imagine a super camp look where you come as a butt, which references the cheese, and you just make it super, super camp, super outrageous. I feel like this was a missed opportunity because not too many, I don't think anyone went outside of the box with this. Okay, so I was a little bit sad with Darian's look. I gave it an 8.5. I thought it was beautiful, but I felt like it needed more for sure. Next, we have Miss Jessica Wilde. Jessica Wilde, she came as a bowl of cereal with milk And I'm like, it's okay. I know some of the judges really love and ate this look, but I wasn't too fascinated or intrigued. I feel like the girls are not doing it today. I gave this look a 8.3. I was worried. I was like, I wasn't, I don't know. I was worried about this look because I was like, okay, what is supposed to give? Is it supposed to be a reveal? But I was so underwhelmed with this look. I was not a fan. So next we have, who's this? Who's this? I like I say, I confused the two. Darian Lake or Sasha or Miss Kasha Davis. This is Miss Kasha Davis. Oh, I think she was supposed to be sour cream. Miss Darian Darian, she came as I think milk. She was milk. Then Mrs. Kasha Davis, she was sour cream, but I did not get that memo. I didn't get the concept. I just couldn't. I just gave it an 8 and I'm so sorry. I was not feeling this look at all. But then we have Heidi in Closet, the only person who came as a milkmaid. I thought she was so cute, so fierce, and I understood why she was mad after because she was one of the safe looks. Just to tell you, she was one of the safe looks. So I thought she really killed it. She looked very put together, and I felt like she was different compared to the other girls on the runway. So next we're gonna be going over the Fruity Patootie. That is our second runway, y'all. So first up in the second runway, we have Jimbo, and I'm like, okay, girl, okay, she's back. I was worried the first round, but now Miss Jimbo is back, and she's giving me Versace, Versace, Versace. I love this look. She did Fruity Patootie with a different take. She did it with a twist. She used all the fruity people that we know: RuPaul, Michelle Visage. I think Cher was on it too as well, and put their faces on this look and gave us color. I gave it a 10. It was super, very, 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 super, super Versace, super Versace. So I gave that a 10. Next, we have Miss Kahana Montrese, and she was giving Fierce Banana. Fierce Banana, I gave that a 10. I was like, okay, girls, they coming through in that second runway. They worked through that with that second runway. I was, wow, I was not expecting that. But she was giving Banana Split, y'all, okay? Next, we have Miss James Mansfield. And Miss James Mansfield, I gave it an 8.3. I was a little bit confused. It was a miss for me. I felt like the top part was interesting, but there could have been more at the bottom part. Just something more. I feel like it was missing, like a train or a cape, something glam, something elevated to take it to the next level. Next, we have Miss Alexis. Miss Alexis, girl, this is what I expected from you in that first runway, but you shocked me. But now you came back to your traditional style. I feel like she's always going to give a dress, she's always going to give a gala moment. So I was like a little bit underwhelmed, even though the color was beautiful and the concept was okay. I just felt like she could have done more. She was a blueberry, but when I think of blueberry and I want to do camp, I'm thinking of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think she should have came like in that girl with the that got bigger in that Chocolate Factory movie. I felt like that could have been done. It was a miss for me, but I did rate it 8.5 because she did look gorgeous and I thought the color was phenomenal. I just wanted a more non-traditional dress moment. Okay, so next we have Miss Lala Ree, because we are holding our breath for Miss Lala Ree. We are waiting for that final runway, so I'm like holding my breath, but I'm excited for her. I thought this was so different. She looks so different off in this runway. So I gave it a 8.6. I was still a little bit confused because she was a tomato. She was a tomato, but it didn't give tomato. I don't know. But I was just super excited. She looked really nice. I like this leather look. It was super different for what was coming onto this runway. So I appreciated that. So I gave her an 8.6. Next, we have Miss Darian Lake. Yeah, I love Miss Darian Lake. She always surprised me, always shocks me. I felt like this look eight, 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 eight. Oh, yeah, that is Darian. I was thinking it's Tasha Davis. So yes, this is Darian Lake. I said yes, Mama. I gave it a 10, and I just love the reveal. She is so embracing her body, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. This outfit did need a reveal because you just couldn't just come out like that. The reveal was everything for this moment. So next we have Miss Jessica Wilde, and she looked gorgeous, of course. I loved her look. I felt like this was very, not to Carnival. Like I enjoyed this. It looked fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So next we have Miss wait, who is that? This is okay, this is Miss this is Miss Jessica Wilde. But who is that? Who is that giving? One moment, please. Whoever that is, they look phenomenal. They look phenomenal. But let's move on. So next and finally, we have our strawberry shortcake, Miss Heidi in closets. Miss Heidi in closet. She look good. She look good. I love the bottom. I love the exaggerated hips. This is what I think of. If Alexis Michelle came as a blueberry, she should have done like the exaggerated hips and everything. But this, oh my God, Heidi in closet ate that look. Ate that look. So next we get our final runway, and y'all, I was so confused. I'm like, Jimbo, this is too much restraint. This is too much restraint, and I'm underwhelmed. I was so sad. I gave it an 8.2, but I thought, she would have come with more. She would have come with more. Maybe like if she was a lettuce, she came as like poison lettuce, like make it like bloody or something like that. Adam and Eve-ish type of vibes. Something good. This is like, what is this? Next is Miss Kahana Montrese. I like the colors. But I didn't know what she was supposed to be, but the colors and the construction of it all is sickening. I do like this look. I just didn't know what she was giving, but I gave it a 10 because it was giving revenge dress for the previous episode and her mishap. She's like, she's not gonna go in the bottom, not for no look at least. So I gave it a 10, even though the material was made from something that you find in the supermarket, but I wish it was like understood what it was because I forgot completely what it was completely. Next is Miss James Mansfield, and I gave this look very cute. She loves the silhouette, that's for sure. I gave her this look a 9.3 because it was giving camp, it was giving boobies. I like the boobies, how they were sitting. I like the construction of this outfit. Very classic drag. Next, was that Candy Muse that I missed? I don't know. Maybe that was Candy Muse. I'm unsure. Now we have Miss Candy Muse. So this is what she was working on to get to this $30,000. I personally like the bottom of it. The top I did not understand, but I'm happy she took a risk because her silhouettes are all looking the same, y'all. It was all looking the same. Next, we have Miss Alexis Michelle. She's not in a gown, so I appreciated that. It looked like something she really puts well together because I was surprised that she even constructed this out of materials found in the supermarket. So I gave her a high rating. I thought it was I gave it like a 9.2 because I was shocked of the transformation of using the materials found in the supermarket to come up with this. That was so impressive. Next, oh, Miss Lala Ree. Miss Lala Ree. Miss Lala Ree. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of her because this looks like you could get it from Macy's. This looks like you could get it from a store. You could get it from Bloomingdale's. You could put a price tag on it. And I like that she did focus on more of the clothes. She didn't put a wig on. She had her head shaved bald. The skin was sickening. The legs are sickening. And I really did appreciate this moment. And this was a redemption of the bag outfit. The only thing I wish is that she had a little bag just to carry to prance around to walk around with to tie it all together. Like this is the revenge to that. But like I'm proud of Lala Ree for doing the damn thing, okay? So next we have Miss Darian Lake. Miss Darian Lake, I'm sorry. I didn't understand this look. It was okay. It was okay, but I that not her best. It's for me with Darian Lake. It seems like it's either a hit or a miss. And y'all, you know, if you were a hit or a miss, eventually you're gonna end up in the bottom in trouble. So I gave it an 8. I feel like there was too much going on. So next we have Miss Jessica Wilde. I like the colors. The colors together, that pink looks so good on her. It go with her wig. Her makeup is beautiful. The body stance, the confidence. Jessica Wilde, she 8. I give it a 10. She looks so pretty and she just shines for sure. And then we have this mess. We have this mess. This is a mess. This is a clown. This is giving clown. No. What are we doing here? What are we doing? This is, I feel bad. I feel bad and I cannot rate this look. So I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. But Mrs. Kasha Davis, no. I rated it, but I don't want to say what I rated it as. So I'm curious to what you guys rated. Let me know in the comments down below what you give this look. But to me, it was a no. I rated a no. But to close the runway, we have Miss Heidi in Closet, and I just love the colors playing off of this outfit. It was sickening. She killed it. She looked fierce. She looked hot, and that's a lot of construction to do, like a whole peplum and then a trumpet at the end. The construction of this definitely took time and a lot of thought. So I did like this look. So in the end, we learned that Kahana Montrese, James Mansfield, Alexis Michelle, and Heidi in Closet is safe. Now, I disagree completely with who is safe. I felt like we could have get some feedback from Heidi in Closet. Heidi in Closet deserved to hear the judges' critique. I didn't feel like it was a safe look. Not over Candy Muse. And definitely not over who was the other girls? Well, Candy Muse. I feel like they could have swapped. Alexis Michelle, safe, sure. James Manfield, safe, sure. Because, you know, oh. Because Candy Muse, she already put it and said that she's okay with being safe. And I felt like the looks were giving safe. So that's why I felt like she could have been safe. But the effort that Heidi in Closet put into her looks, I felt like she could at least gotten critiques. Now, the ones that have to be up for judges' critiques, Jimbo, she could have been safe. Honestly, it was giving very much safe. I don't think this was a time for her to get judges' critiques because I felt like she underwhelmed me this whole episode. And so let's get into the judges' critiques, y'all. So the judges, they thought that the first look was giving young, very youthful, very fresh. And you know, I saw that it's very simple. I think they're liking the simplicity that we're getting some restraint from Jimbo. But I kind of want the bam, the pop. The second look that Jimbo did, they found that it was very iconic. And I was like, okay, it was a comeback. It was a comeback. I do agree. It was giving very much Versace, but I felt like, you know, I felt like it could have had more signature to Jimbo as opposed to just paying homage to the icons, the legends. And then for the third look, it was pretty much the same silhouette, but they appreciated the personality that showed up. Okay. Now next for Miss Candy Muse. They like Candy's Muse. Um Jojo Siwa. She loved the second look that Miss Candy Muse did. I should have put up all the looks. Why didn't I do that? Oh, next sorry guys. I'll do that next time. So the first look that she had was the same silhouette as her final look that you see right here, her third look, with a little bit of change to the top. So I think they're looking for more variety from Candy Muse, as I am too as well. I'm waiting like Candy Muse. She does have really nice, pretty looks, but I haven't been wild or can I haven't had a look that I can just remember and recall on. So I just want more for Candy Muse, but maybe she's just warming us up, doing a little foreplay, getting us started before she wows us at the end. So next we have Miss Lala Ree, and I was so happy and so pleased that she was gonna get critiques because she needed her claps. She needed her flowers for this look because this looks like it could have gone in. She bought it from the store. It gave. Michelle Visage was so proud of our girl and that she came up with this final look that we see right here. What they appreciated the most about Miss Lalaurie is that all her looks, they were different compared to what the others were putting down to the runway. So it was like a different thing to expect from Miss Lottery. Miss Lottery is going to give us, you know, a moment to wonder what she's going to do. So I did appreciate that, and I did like that from her. Next, we have Miss Darian Lake. Okay, guys, Darian Lake. She's giving me hit and miss, hit and miss, hit and miss. So they liked her second look because her second look served body, yada yada, because that was her reveal. Remember, she revealed and she was showing her tetes and her hoo-has, but her first look was a little bit too long because you were supposed to see the drip of milk, but it wasn't, constructed well enough to showcase that. And then with the third look, it was just like, too much going on type of situation. But then when we get into Miss Kasha Davis, no, first we get into Miss Jessica Wilde. Miss Kasha Davis, she was last. She was last. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. So Miss Jessica Wilde, they ate her looks up. They love how much fun, how much risk, everything she served. You could tell that she could sew, and she just ate this challenge. It's obvious it's gonna go to Jessica Wilde because all her looks don't look like it was sewn. Like she really put effort to construct and have a purpose to what she's wearing down the runway. So oop, last we have Miss Kasha Davis. Oh god. Miss Kasha Davis, Miss Kasha Davis. So y'all, they were confused. I was confused too. They were confused with her first look. They didn't know what the hell she was supposed to be. She had to explain, and when you have to explain, that means you didn't execute well. And then they did like her banana look. They thought oh, that was her. That was the one I was confused with, y'all. Her banana look did serve. I remember it was giving Caribbean. It was giving homage. I almost thought that Jessica Wilde constructed this, but oh my god, Jessica Wilde, don't come for me. So her second look did eat. It really did eat. So her last look, they hated it, y'all. I hated it too. I hated it too. I didn't want to say that, but I hated it too. I actually rated it a two. So there you have it. And you know what was interesting? Mrs. Kasha Davis, she honestly sounded like she was giving up, or not giving up, but like accepting that, that she would go home because she, did what she wanted to do on the runway, and it seemed like she was done. So I saw the other girls that read into that. Candy Muse, her face was like, I read into that. So at the end, we find out that Jessica Wilde is the winner of the 5K cash prize, as deserved, because her looks, she could sew, she killed it, she knows what she was doing. And Jimbo and Lala Ree are is safe. Are safe. Is safe. Are safe. Is safe. Whatever. Darian Lake and Mrs. Kasha Davis are this week's bottoms, y'all. Okay, they are our bottom girlies. So we're gonna get a lip sync battle, and we get a lip sync battle with Jessica Wilde versus Raja O'Hara. Okay, let's get a moment for Miss Raja O'Hara, y'all. Raja O'Hara. So the lip sync happens, and as the song was Kim Petras Coconuts. Hold on, why is not moving? Better move. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And what I thought instantly when Mr. Scaval did the reveal, the titties were tittying, and it ate that whole performance. It wasn't Miss Jessica Wilde who won that. It was her titties. Her titties won that lip sync battle. We should award the money to the titties, but Jessica Wilde is here as the representative to cash in on that check, okay? Because after that reveal, Raja didn't have no chance, baby girl. Raja didn't have no chance, and you could tell in Raja's face that okay, it was over. Everyone was looking at the taste, the way it bounced, the way it moved. It was just magical. It was giving woman. So of course, RuPaul stated the obvious that Jessica Wilde is the winner of the 30K cash prize. Okay, 30K winner of the cash prize. And then this is our first moment that we get to see our All Star Queen actually eliminate someone, and she eliminates Mrs. Kasha Davis. Mrs. Kasha Davis, she got an X on her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But she's eliminated. And when I look at this chart I have here, all of our bottom queens are being eliminated. We have Miss Nation Lopez, Monica Beverly Hills, and Mrs. Kasha Davis. And I feel like I'm looking at Lala Ree like, mm-mm. But what do you guys think? Who we have left now? We have Alexis Michelle, Darian Lake, Heidi in Closet, James Mansfield, Jessica Wild, Jimbo, Kana Montrese, Candy Muse, and Lala Ree. For me, my tops. My tops have to consist of Heidi in Closet, Jimbo, Jessica Wild. Now the other girls gotta go fight. I don't see my fourth one yet. I don't see my fourth one yet. So it's between Alexis Michelle, James Mansfield, Candy Muse, and Lala Ree. Oh, and Kahana. I love Kahana. Kahana, you look so good. Kahana, the thing is with you is ooh, guys, we gotta keep watching. Let's see where this goes, where this take us. But I'm so curious, who are you guys in top four? Who do you think is gonna make it to the end, to the top four? I'm so curious. Let me know down in the comments below. But don't forget to also as well to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every one of you who take the time to listen to this recap. It really makes me happy and I'm super appreciative of that. And as always, share as much kindness as possible. Have a good weekend and enjoy the rest of the week. Bye, guys.